Hello! Welcome to the Mr. J Test with me, Milena. Lovely to see you. Today we're going on to see the Cosby Show. Will it pass the Mr. J Test? Let's see. Okay. Gotta remember to explain to you what the Mr. J Test is. So this is a series where we go through some of my favorite shows from A to Z and see if they pass different tests. The first test we do is the Bechdel test, which involves two female characters talking to each other about something other than a man. And then we go to the Mr. J test, which is two non-white characters talking to each other about something other than a white person. Then finally, third part of the episode is Unicorn Bonus Round, where we see if we have two characters in the show who are non-white female people who talk to each other about something other than a white person or a man. Today we have the Cosby Show. Will it pass the Mr. J test? We're starting off with one of my favorite episodes of the Cosby Show. It comes from season 6. It's episode 23, and it's called Off to See the Wretched. Oh boy. So in this episode, Vanessa lies to her parents and goes with her friends to Baltimore. They drive down there in one of their brother's vans to go see the Wretched, which is a rock band. They get into some trouble along the way. Claire and Cliff get very mad. Drama and hilarity ensues. First, does this episode pass the Bechdel test? It does in multiple ways, but it passes in one way, which is one of my favorite scenes in the entire series. Claire and Cliff get Vanessa. They bring her back home. They're in the living room, and Claire is demanding to know what happened. How could she make this terrible decision? And Vanessa's like, I don't know. Take it. And then Claire's like, shut up. I'm like, whoo! Cliff really doesn't say much there. He's just standing, just tired, exhausted, disappointed. But Claire is on fire. Vanessa is so penitent. She keeps saying, I'm sorry, Mom! I'm sorry! And then Rudy sneaks down and Claire says, go to bed! And lots of passing the Bechdel test all over us. Since we have Claire, Vanessa, and Rudy for a moment, these three women also happen to be black women, so it passes the Mr. J test. So now we're on to the Unicorn Bonus Round, and it has 3 non-white female characters talking to each other about something other than a man or a white person. So great! We're done! Short episode, not really. Wait a minute. Don't go yet. I still have more stuff to discuss about the Cosby Show. So since we wrapped this up so quickly, let's move on to 3 of my favorite episodes of the Cosby Show. First, we're going to the pilot. A scene I love in the pilot is the scene that really made the show not just another show about a family. It was like, whoa, this is different. I'm talking about the scene where after Cliff and Theo play this game where they use Monopoly money because Theo wants to be a regular person in the real world and not necessarily go on the same path to law and medicine that his mother and father went on. He says to his father, why can't you just love me for me? Cliff says, son, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. No wonder you get D's and everything. I love that scene because really, oh my gosh, she isn't even trying. This is before we learn that Theo has a learning disability, which is making it difficult for him to earn the grades that he might like to in class. At this point, we just know he doesn't like doing work at all. And Cliff's like, no, You're going to do this because I'm your father and I said so. You're going to get an education. Hello? Did he not watch the rest of the show? Oh, apparently not, because this is the pilot. Okay, so, let's go to the next episode. Look at my notes. Third favorite scene. It comes from season 4, episode 1, Call of the Wild. This is where Sandra and Elvin have returned to New York after their honeymoon. And they are telling Cliff and Claire, who are so excited to see them, that they have decided not to go to law school or medical school, respectively. Sandra's not going to study law. Elvin's not going to study medicine because they want to open a wilderness store. And this does not go over well with Cliff or Claire. And Claire demands that Sandra pay her back every cent that they spent on her tuition for Princeton. It is very funny. If you can look it up yourselves. I would get the clip, but I don't have it. I love that part when the parents just realize that their daughter and their son-in-law are going to run a wilderness store in Brooklyn instead of going to law school or medical school. I just don't know what I would do in that situation. Well, those are my 3 favorite scenes. So that brings us to the end of the episode. Thanks again for watching. I'm so excited. And our next letter, if you're following along in the alphabet, is going to be D. So bye-bye for now.